I acquired this beginner crochet set from an Amazon return center for 50 cents. And inside of the package, it came with some stuffing here for the little animal that you make. The directions for the animal, which is called the Love Dog. It comes with your threads, of course, and then the little eyes for the little dog, along with some stitch markers and some needles. And you also get a crochet hook. Now, after about the first 2 hours of trying to work with this project, I was unable to use this hook because it kept getting snagged on the thread. So I went to my local craft store and purchased one single clover hook because there's rave reviews of the clover hooks online, and I wanted to see if I liked this hook before I decided whether or not this would be something that I would invest in. And once I got this hook, I finally got the swing of how to make this Love Dog. Now, it has the directions for how to make this dog by scanning this, and it goes to a set of YouTube videos. However, I personally didn't really find the YouTube videos useful. And the reason why I didn't find it useful is because it didn't teach you how to do each one of the steps. It basically just showed a person making the Love Dog, but it didn't spell out like whenever somebody was chain stitching or any of the other stitches here. It didn't spell it out. It just went through and just did the stitches. And that wasn't helpful to me at all. So after getting really frustrated with this, I just stopped using it, and instead I found this book right here at a local thrift store for $3. And it has all the different crochet stitches in here that you would need to use as a beginner. And this was super helpful to me. And this is what has gotten me through the project so far. Now, I really do like this clover hook, but the hooks are a little bit out of my budget at the moment. So I just so happened to be at Walmart, and I was able to get these Pioneer Woman hooks for $10 for the entire set. And I know that these hooks don't have good reviews online, but what we're going to do is we're going to open these up, and I want to see these for myself. I decided to go ahead and get them because they were only $10 for the entire set versus this one hook right here. I used a 50% off coupon and got this one hook for $5. So there's any comparison. $10 for this whole set or $5 for this one single crochet hook. See how much cost savings that is there? So I'm going to open this up and we're going to see about it. Now, online people said that they didn't like these hooks because you can't see the size of the hook. But I don't really think that that's going to matter much because I can paint in what size it is. And they said that it was a hard plastic, but I have solutions for that too. So I'm not so sure that it makes that much of a difference to me that these two issues exist when the whole entire set was only 10 bucks. They look pretty. How do I get these out of here? Okay, yes, you cannot see what size this is. However, I am going to paint in here with some nail polish because there is an indent here. So I'm going to paint inside of that with some nail polish, and that should make the hook more visible. It's kind of a nice hook here. I think I'll get along just fine with this, and it feels fine to me. There's a slight hump right here. I know that the tulip hooks like what I saw in Michael's, they had this slight hump too, and this is a hard plastic. I didn't get the soft plastic kind that they also had in the store because the soft plastic kind were more expensive. But I can easily put a pencil grip on here and make this nice and soft to the touch. So it really doesn't matter to me that these are a hard plastic. There's ways to get around everything. Now that I've taken a little more time to look at these hooks, I noticed that there are some quality problems with it. So this right here is a 3.5 millimeter hook. This right here is a 2.5 millimeter hook. When you see them side by side, you notice that this hook is far taller than this one. And it's like that across the board. None of them are the same lengthwise. All of them are different. And it doesn't seem to have a rhyme or reason as to why. It seems as though whoever on the assembly line just pushed these into the handle and didn't push them into the handle the same amount on each one. Another issue that I find is that some of them have the hook turned outward, like this one. The hook is opposite of where this little hump is. And then others have the hook facing forward, like this one has the hook facing forward. So that's another issue with this set of hooks. Now let's pull both of these. Okay, so both of these say 3.5 millimeter. When you look at the engraving, both of them say 3.5, but only one of them is actually 3.5. One of them is 3 and the other one's 3.5. So this one right here, I got my little gauge here. I'm getting the reading of 3.5 on this one. So that's the 3.5. This one should be the 3. Yep, and that one is the 3 because I'm getting 2.9 here. So I just penciled in 3 right here and wrote it on there. But they had that mislabeled. So I got about 80% done with the project when this happened. And I tried to use E6000 to glue it back together, but it just will not stay. And also the hook came out on this one as well. So these are pretty much useless. And I'm disappointed that these hooks didn't work out because I really do like the grip on them. I like they had this little bump right here. And I also think the design on the hooks is really cute. But even though I'm disappointed, at least I know what I like in a crochet hook now. And that is to have like a little bump right here because of how I like to hold the crochet hook. But this clover is nice too, and I am contemplating just going ahead and getting the clover hooks because I saw a really good deal on them online. But the clover hooks really are not my favorites. I actually prefer these hooks to the clovers. And the reason is because there's this little bump right here, and then also this hook right here is totally smooth, so it's easy for me to move the yarn on the hook. But the clover hook is a matte finish, and there seems to be a slightly more drag on the hook than even on these. So me personally, even though everybody raves about the clover hooks and says that they're the best thing since sliced bread, I don't necessarily feel that way about this particular hook, but I may just go ahead and order this anyway because I've seen a full set online for about $30, and I think that's a really good deal, and I know that I would never be able to get tulip hooks for that price. So I might just go ahead and do that, or I could just buy one tulip hook per week or something like that, just to make it cost efficient. But I do like the tulips, so I just probably will have to try to decide what I want to do. I don't think I want to waste any more monies getting cheap hooks and not being satisfied with them. So I think I just want to go ahead and just get what I want. But please let me know your thoughts about this down in the comment section below, and I appreciate you watching.